What is going on YouTube? Today we are back with another pair of Pandas. In the previous video we did a pair. They weren't as bad as these. We just gave them a cleaning. Now you guys can see this pair needs more than a cleaning, and this is definitely way dirtier than the last pair. So we're going to go ahead, freshen these up as much as we can. Then we're going to go ahead and touch up the paint. Try to get the creases out. Creases usually don't, depends on the creases, like these right here. Maybe we can get this out, who knows, but we'll see when it comes to that. Also, underneath the tongue, there's so much dirt as well. So we're just gonna go ahead and refresh these as best as possible, get that paint looking right, and have these looking as new as we can. Alright guys, now it's time to begin the cleaning. Here I'm going to be using some Rejuvenator with some cold water, and I'm going to be using a little bit of dish detergent mixed in there. And I'm going to start the cleaning off with a medium texture brush. I'm just going to start from the tongue and just make our way all the way around the entire shoe. Then I'm going to use my microfiber cloth to just dry up every area that I clean, to remove the soap so that we don't get water stains. Alright, now that we've got the upper zone cleaned up, I'm going to go ahead and switch over to my stiff texture brush. That's going to help us clean up the entire outsole section. Alright guys, so after the general cleaning, we still have some stains left on the tongue. And so now I'm going to go ahead and do the detergent method. So first thing you want to do, you want to make sure you have blue detergent. It doesn't matter what brand, but I guess the higher quality of detergent, the better. But I just have some extra plus OxyClean blue detergent. Like I said, it has to be blue. Now I'm just going to completely soak the tongue. You know what I'm saying? And this is good for just mesh, pretty much in general for mesh. Okay, now that the mesh is wet, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to pour my detergent on really carefully. We don't want to waste any, because detergent is not cheap. We're going to use the same medium texture brush we used to clean them. And we're just going to scrub it into the tongue. Alright guys, now that I've applied the detergent, have them sitting underneath the sun. And I'm just going to let them sit until they're dry. If you have a UV box, you could do this as well, but I'm just taking advantage of the sunlight because it's free. Alright guys, the detergent has dried up into the tongue. You guys can see that a lot of the dirt is exposed now. So what we're going to do is we're using the medium texture brush again. We're going to run some cold water over it and just rinse it all out. Alright, now this is one of my favorite combos, the detergent method into the tissue method. So basically now what I'm going to do is, this is like really thin toilet paper, so I'm using 3 towels of it. I'm going to fold them all up just like this, and super simple. I'm just going to place it onto the tongue just like that, and use a spray bottle. If it's already super damp, it'll just stick automatically, and just go like that. Pretty simple. Alright, now that the entire tongue is covered, I'm just going to let these completely air dry. And I'm not going to take it off until everything is completely dry. Alright, you guys can see here, you see that dirt? All that is the dirt that's been trapped into the tissue, and that's why I like doing this method, as you can see there. So now we're just going to go ahead and move on to the detailing process. Alright guys, the last thing I'm going to do to these pandas is go ahead and start to touch up the chip paint. You guys can see, the rough areas in the leather, where it feels rough and stuff like that. So I'm using 1500 grit sandpaper. I'm going to sand it down pretty simple, just like this. And I'm just going to use some Black Angel's paint, go over it, and we're pretty much done. Okay, so I sanded it down super fast, and like I said, I'm just using Black Angel's paint. I have my paintbrush here. I'm just going to go over it just like so. Alright guys, the shoes are completely finished. They came out super clean. All the scratches, all the dirt, everything got removed. Everything got nice and freshened up. If you want this treatment done to your sneakers, hit me up on Instagram at Dre's Durations. Send me some pictures and we can talk from there. If you have any questions or concerns, drop a comment or DM me. I'm always here to help and answer. And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.